As you inhale, extend the arms out in front, interlace the fingers, and round the back, drawing your chin in towards your chest. If it feels good for you, you can move the arms up and down slowly as you breathe in between the shoulder blades. On the next inhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and lift the chest. Head looks up slightly, mini back bend here. Release the hands and bring the arms out in front, coming onto all fours. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders in one line. Extend the legs and come into plank pose. Activate the core. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Bring your heart forward as you come down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes for down dog. Spread the fingers, push the mat away from you, and encourage the heels to come down to the mat, but don't worry if they don't get there. No tension in the neck. And on the next inhale, bring the forearms down to the mat. Try not to let the elbows splay out to the side. The heels might lift up off the mat here even more, but don't worry about it. Keep picturing the body as an upside down letter V. On the next inhale, come back to plank pose. Hips in line with the body, shoulders over wrists. Heart comes forward as you come down for chaturanga. Come all the way down onto the stomach, spider the fingers out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt forward. Try to use just your back muscles. Inhale, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, melt forward. On the inhale, extend the arms out in front. And lift the right arm and left leg. Toes are spread, fingers are spread. Lift as high as you can and exhale down. Inhale, other side. Use your back body muscles to lift you. Exhale down. Inhale, both hands, both legs. Come up as high as you can. Exhale, come down. Hands underneath shoulders. Child's pose. Take one breath here. And on your inhale, round forward onto all fours. Curl the toes, hips lift, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees, and hop forward. Halfway lift, drawing the shoulder blades toward each other. Exhale, melt forward, chin to shins. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, squeeze the legs together, Utkatasana, chair pose. Back is long, not rounded or arched. Core is engaged, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can be on your legs if they need to. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, plank pose. Activate the core. We'll come down for 2 push-ups. On the next inhale, roll to the knife edge of the right foot and lift the left arm. Keep the hips lifted away from the mat. Keep pushing the mat away from you with your right hand. Bring the left hand down and roll into the knife edge of the left foot. Lift the right arm, lift the hips, push the mat away from you. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, slowly come all the way down. As you inhale, bend the knees, use a yoga strap or reach back, maybe you can grab hold of your feet. Keep the knees in line with the hips, and as you inhale, use your back body muscles to peel the chest off the mat, shoulders away from your ears. Legs are still on the mat. Exhale, release. As you inhale, lift both the legs and the chest as high as you can, knees in line with the body, and if you'd like to, you can rock back and forth here. Release the pose, come into child's pose. Arms extend, head is on the mat, hips reaching back towards the feet. As you inhale, come up to sit on your shins. Bring the hands out in front and come down onto your forearms. Grab hold of opposite elbows, interlace the fingers, and then put the top of your head, the crown of your head, on the mat, cupped by your fingers. Lift up for a downward facing dog and then walk the feet closer to the body. Lift one leg and then lift the other. Don't jump. Do everything with control. And maybe you just stay there doing that, or maybe you push into the mat, activate the core, and slowly come up to a headstand. Draw both legs towards each other. Squeeze the legs together. Activate the core. Spread the toes. If you come up with your right foot, come down with your left, or vice versa. Keep pushing the mat away from you with your forearms. Most of the weight is in your forearms, not your head. Come down as slowly as you can and go right into child's pose. As you inhale, grab opposite elbows, hands out in front, press together. Lift the hips and walk the feet back so the hips are in line with the body. Plank pose on the forearms. Try not to let the elbows roll out away from you. Draw them in, but keep them about a forearm's distance from each other. As you inhale, walk the feet forward for dolphin pose. This is just downward facing dog, but on your forearms. Keep pushing the mat away from you. Try not to let the weight sink into the elbows. Activate the thighs. Spin the inner thighs to the sky. And when you're ready, come into downward facing dog. Lift onto the toes, bend the knees, fire up the core, jump forward. Come to sit down on your mat. Come to the top of your mat, extend the arms out in front. Slowly begin to roll all the way back to lay on your back. As you inhale, draw the feet back towards the body. Keep the knees in line with the hips. Push into the feet evenly and bring the hands underneath the body. You'll need to roll onto the sides of the arms here so you can get a little bit more height. Try not to let the knees open too much. Hips are lifted, chest is lifted. Bridge pose. You can stay here if you'd like to take it further. Lift the right leg. Spread the toes. And then cross the leg over the left thigh. Lift the hips, keep them even. Go back to center and bring the right foot down. Whatever you do on one side, always try to do on the other. So when you're ready, lift the left foot, spread the toes, cross the leg. Keep the hips even as you lift the foot up and slowly come out of the pose. You can do that one more time, or you can come into full wheel pose. To do that, you'll bring your hands by your shoulders on either side of your ears, fingers pointed in towards the body, elbows straight up. Keep the feet hip distance apart, push into the feet and the hands evenly, and lift the whole body up. Try not to compress the spine. Think about the body as an upside down letter U, not a V. Look between your hands if you can. And when you're ready, you can come out the same way you went in, or you can do 3 little push-ups here. Remember to breathe and find length from the knees all the way up through the shoulders. And exhale, release the pose. On your next inhale, tilt the pelvis back so there's no space between your back and the mat. Lift both legs, lift the hips, shoulder stand. Do not turn your head when you're in this position. Keep looking straight up towards your belly button. With your legs, you can keep them straight up, or you can cross them, do splits, bicycle, whatever you want to do. Keep the feet activated. Keep supporting yourself with your low back and think about lifting up from the center point of your body. Keep breathing full, deep breaths. And when you're ready, bring your knees in towards your forehead. You can let go of the low back, bringing the hands to the mat. And then extend the legs, maybe the toes come and touch on the floor behind you. Keep lifting up. Activate the thighs, elongate the hamstrings. Use your core as you press into the mat, lifting the legs and slowly rolling out of it with total control. From here, bring the legs about 45 degrees and come onto the top of your head. If you're a girl with a ponytail, you'll probably have to take the ponytail out so you can come onto the head. Bring the arms out in front, interlace the fingers and release the index fingers. Lift the chest as high as you can. Use your core, press the toes together, spin the inner thighs towards the sky, and exhale, release. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, release. From here, open the legs mat distance apart. Close the eyes, palms facing up, and relax in Shavasana.